Okay, so in this video we're talking about a few more definitions called coterminal angles. So what you just saw in example 5, which was in the previous video, in that third picture, 510 and 150 are called coterminal angles because essentially if we use the protractor, they would have the same equivalent measurements. They're coterminal. Their terminal sides end up in the same position. An angle with a given angle can be found by adding or subtracting multiples of 360. So for example, we want to find one positive angle and one negative angle that's coterminal with each of these. So let's do A in red, or A in green. So we want to find coterminal angles that coincide with negative 60 degrees. Well, what we just said is we can find angles by adding or subtracting 360 degrees. The reason why we're doing 360 is because we're making circles. We're rotating around, and one whole circle, one whole rotation is 360 degrees. So, negative 60 degrees, negative 60 degrees plus 360 is 300. Negative 60 degrees minus 360 is negative, let's see, that's going to be another 120, so negative 420 degrees. So if we wanted to draw a sketch of this, again, it's just a sketch. First off, I'm starting off with negative 60 degrees. So here's my initial side. Negative 60 would be somewhere here. Now what we found is that if I add 360, so I'm going to rotate counterclockwise, add 360 degrees, I make a full turn, that measurement was 300 degrees is what I've turned. So from the initial side to the new side, that's a measurement of 300 degrees. Right in here. So this angle, if we measure from the initial side all the way around, that's 300 degrees. Okay? Now, if I want to subtract 360, here's negative 60. I want to start and rotate around a full amount. So when I complete that turn, then the angle that's formed would be negative 420 degrees. So kind of just a sketch of what's happening. Again, it's all based on which direction are you rotating, if it's positive or negative. All right, let's do B in blue. I'm starting off with 495. So let's start off and do a little different and say, all right, 495 minus 360. And that's going to be, let's see, let's use the calculator for this one. We could probably do it in our head, but it's going to be faster to use calculator. So 495 minus 360 is 135. All right, and then 495 plus 360. Again, I'm going to use calculator. Is 855. All right, so again, if I draw a sketch of my angle, let's draw 135 first. So here's my initial side, here's positive 90, here's positive 180. So 135 is somewhere about right here. So this is 135, but if I wanted to get to 495, I would rotate around 360 degrees. Because 135 plus 360 is 495. Now, if I wanted to get to 855, what I would go do is 495 plus another 360. Okay? So, and then that was 495. So here we're at 855. Again, these are all positive, so I'm rotating counterclockwise. Now, if I wanted, I could do the same thing and go backwards. Okay, I could subtract 360 and go around this way, subtract 360 as many times as I wanted to. But I've got all the measurements that I found. I had my original angle, which was 495. I subtracted 360 one time. Okay, so then I got to 135. And 495 plus 360, 855. I just kept spinning around and around and around. Again, if your measurement is positive, you're rotating counterclockwise. If your measurement's negative, you're rotating counterclockwise, okay, to get there. Just keep that in mind. And that's it for coterminal angles. If you have a question, please let me know.